Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're going to talk about another tense, clear, and that is called future continuous tense. You all know that in continuous tense, what do we use? We use ing form. Clear? In ing form, we use ing form of the verb. Present continuous, it is something that is happening right now. Past continuous, something that was in progress in the past. And in future continuous, something that will be in progress in the future. Like that will be in continuation. Remember that continuous focuses, or it focuses, it emphasizes on what? On continuation of an action. Again, on the continuation of an action. Look, it's quite easy to understand them. Suppose we talk about present. I'm playing cricket. Simply we will bring changes where? An auxiliary verb. I'm playing. And what is the past form of am? Was. I was playing cricket. So it changed to what? The only difference, it comes where? An auxiliary and helping verb. Like rest of the sentence is completely same. And what is the base form of is, am, are, was, and were? What is the base form? That is be. Like be. Be is the base form. Present be verb is what? Is, am, are. And past be verbs are was and were. Clear? Look. Future. In future we use what? Well. Because for all future tenses, and all future tenses, whatever future tense it is, will is must. It's an auxiliary. It's an auxiliary. So what I will use here? I will. Because we are talking about future. After subject we will use what? Will. I will. And will is auxiliary. Again, it's continuous tense. And continuous needs what? Be verb. Continuous also needs what? Be verb. Like before present participle, verb plus ing, we need what? Be verb. And will is itself is an auxiliary, and after an auxiliary we always use which form of the verb? Base form of the verb. And what is the base form of to be verb? Be. Remember, if you use one of the verbs we have studied about in verbs, Clay, if you remember, that whenever an auxiliary, one of the auxiliary is used, after that auxiliary, if you want to use another word, another auxiliary word, so always it will be followed by what? By be verb. Clear? Base form of the verb. And base form of the be verb is what? That is be. Clear? I will be. I will be. So be is what now in this case? Is the auxiliary. Be, like as, am, are. I'm watching, present. He was watching, past. So now future, I will be. I will be what? I will be watching. I will be watching TV. So now it changes into what? Into future. How can I understand that it's future from this place? Just only from well. Like rest of the sentence is completely like, be verb, it's same. Be is, am, are. But I told you that whenever once you use one of the helping verb, auxiliary verb, like well itself is an auxiliary verb. It will always be followed by what? Be, base form of the verb. Like for example, look. He is late. He is what? He is late. If I say he can, what should I use here? What is the best form here? One of the auxiliaries already used can. He can be. Excellent. Because be, the best form of is, am, are, was, and were is what? There is be. He can be late. Are you getting it? So be itself is, am, are. But this is the base form. So remember, once you use one of the auxiliaries, one of the auxiliary word is already used. So what it needs after that? Base form of the word. Are you getting it? Like for example, look. He does. Or for example, look, he goes to school. Look here, he goes to school. Is there auxiliary? There is no auxiliary. But if I say he doesn't, I have used auxiliary. And what is the base form of goes? There is go. I cannot use like goes. Why? Because as I told you that after auxiliary, you will always use which form of the verb? Base form of the verb will you use. He doesn't go, then go comes. So remember, once one of the auxiliary it is used, clear? So the word it follow that will always be in base form. Are you getting it? Like for example, he doesn't do his homework. Now look here, he doesn't. I have used auxiliary doesn't. فکار خودل ته چې دا he دې نو does موږ دلته کې څه استعمال کړی وي؟ does یې استعمال کړی وي. ها like he doesn't does برا پکارو چې وي خو موږ the do or does or the did base form کوم دی؟ do دی. Okay, do does the did base form کوم دی؟ do. So we need to use what? Do. He doesn't do his homework. په دې خبره باندې پوه شو ټول؟ ځکه چې مخکې ودا تاسو په دې ټول tenses کې پکار راځي ښا. It is needed, that's why like I explain it a little bit in more detail. When da monga po word ke very di already da shina. Ha. Future continuous tense. We can also call it future progressive tense. It is used to describe an unfinished action occurring in the future. An unfinished, an incomplete, because in future it's not completed. It's incompleted. Or an action that will be in progress in the future. Clear? That is going to be happen in the future. It's not yet completed. So we use that of your future tense. In the same way, we will use what auxiliary will be always. Clear? It will always be will be. I will be. I will be inshallah. I will be moving to UK next year. Get it? And after that, we will use which, because it's continuous, and continuous, which form of the verb will be used? ING form of the verb will be used. It's clear to all of you. And the negative form will be what? Will not be. The negative is will not. I will not be. I will be. I will not be. Remember that with the main auxiliary verb, we always use the negative form, not. Like I'm playing here. Auxiliary is which one? M. So not will be used with what? With M, I'm not playing. So over here, I will be playing. Which one is of main auxiliary? That is well. So I will use not with auxiliary here. I do not do my homework. I do not do my homework. Can you see? I do not do my homework. So do not over here is the main auxiliary. So not will always be used with main auxiliary verb. Plus, when you ask question from someone, again, you will ask question with that of main auxiliary verb in a sentence. Here is the structure for this one. I will be plus word plus ing. We will be studying English. He will be watching TV. I will be watching TV, clear, etc. The negative will be what? Not after well. We will not be studying English. I will not be watching TV. He will not be playing. Question, you will ask question with well. Will we be studying English? Will I be watching TV? Will he be playing cricket? Clear? So we ask question with what? With well. Now we want to study more usages, clear? More functions of that of future continuous tense. There are 3 more usages of future continuous tense. Number 1, this is number 1. To say that something will be in progress from a certain point, a certain moment in the future, number 1. To predict that something will be in progress at some point in the future, number 2. To describe something that is expected or predicted to continue happening from the present for an uncertain amount of time into the future. Let's talk number 1 first of all. Function number 1. in this usage, clear, we describe something that will definitely be happening in the future, clear? In a certain point in the future, that will be what? That will be happening. That is not a prediction or an expectation, because it's a certainty. We often reference specific point in the future. Like, look, we use, because you're sure that this will happen in the future. Get it? It's not prediction. It's not prediction. It shows us what? That something in a specific time in the future that it will be happening. Clear? Like, if you want to say, I will be moving to UK coming week. How is it like specific? Because in certain point in the future, this will happen. You have already like booked your ticket, clear, and you are gonna go. So you can simply say, I will be clear, I will be moving to UK next week. Here are some of the examples, then you can understand clearly. This is our captain speaking. The plane will be landing, clear, in 10 minutes. Can you see? This 10 minutes, it's a certain point. This is the specific time. The plane will be landing. We do not say like the plane will land in 10 minutes. We say that the plane will be landing, because in future, something will be happening in a specific or certain point after 10 minutes. Are you getting it? Like, here is another example. Please make your way to checkout counters, as the store will be closing in 5 minutes. Store will be closing in 5 minutes. Clear? I just wanted to let you know that I will be arriving in Peshawar on Saturday. I will be arriving on Peshawar. Clear? I will be arriving in Peshawar on Saturday. So this is something specific time in the future. Again, we use that of future continuous tense. Function number 2. It can be used for prediction. Look, first we study that something will happen in a certain or specific time. Clear? Now we want to talk about the prediction. It's not certain, it's prediction. You want to say something like, for example, it's cloudy outside, the weather is, it's cloud. And you predict something that it will be raining tonight. It will be raining tonight. Like, it's not confirmed, but you just only predict on the basis of what? On the basis of weather condition. Get it? Like, here are some of the examples. Don't call Ayan after 7 p.m. He will be having dinner. It's prediction. Clear? It's not specific or certain point that something will happen in future. The first usage that we study, that is for certain. That is 100% sure that something is going to happen. Are you getting it? But in this case, it's what? It's a sort of prediction. It's not sure that either something will be happening or not. In 10 years, people are going to be consuming, clear, even more natural resources. Look for your eyes. Writing, like, it can be used. It is predicted that people will be using, you know, the natural resources, clear, they will be consuming. By the time we arrive home, they will be sleeping. By the time, or when we arrive home, by the time we will arrive home, they will be what? They will be sleeping. So it's something prediction. Next usage, last usage of present future continuous tense is something that is in progress now and that continues to future. We can also use future continuous to predict that an event or action is currently happening, clear, and that it will continue for a certain amount in future as well. Like something that is happening now, and you think that it will keep continue, you know, in future as well. Like here, don't call the house now, is Ayan will be sleeping. While you were leaving home, he was sleeping. After 2 or 3 hours, you tell him they don't call, he will be sleeping. Again, that something will continue for a longer time because it started in the past. I'm so behind on the assignment. The sun is going to rise and I will be working on it. Look, you started working right now in the morning and you say that, you know, I'm behind or I'm late on my assignment. I will keep working, clear, even like when the sun comes out. So it will keep continue. For the sake, like we use that of future continuous tense as well.